Hey everyone, welcome back. Got some more Beyond All Reason replay here. And we're in another 8v8. I was trying to find a Supreme Straight game lobby, but they were all full. Saw an open All That Glitters, decided to grab it. I promise you we are going to play some Supreme Straight, but for now, more All That Glitters. And the time of day that I was playing, it was kind of early in my day, and it was funny because you can see not very many Americans playing. It's pretty much just me and Duke Nukem. Honestly, one of the most American video game characters you could find out there. But yeah, it's pretty much me and him playing as the Americans here, but you can see we've got a lot of English players, 3 on the opposing team, 2 on ours. Yeah, it's an international affair here. Seen some French folks. Oh yeah, just one French player. We've got an Australian. I think that's the Greek flag down there. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we're excited here. We're gonna get the game going. Switch over to my player view. Yep, think we're forced starting. There we go. Let's get going. There we go. We're going to hop into the player view. Now, I'm kind of torn on whether we should watch this with the fog of war removed and we just get the plain replay. But I kind of like the fog of war. I like showing you all what the visibility is like, what the radar is picking up, what our decisions are. If we have just full omnipotent view over everything, I feel like it's kind of lost. You don't really see the scout bots doing well, the cloaked units doing well, the anti-radar units paying off. So I kind of like this. And there's always that mystery of what someone on the opposing team is up to. I am Frontline again. I like this Frontline center spot. It's fun. I like holding this front chunk, and these metal extractors up here are so juicy. You can really be pushing out a lot of units early on while your backline gets themselves sorted out, produces all the eco buildings they need, like their fusions and their advanced fusion reactors. We're once again going with the bot lab. The plan is to get out maybe a few grunts, engineer, a few more grunts, another engineer, then maybe plasma bots to support the front line. And up at the front, we'll also put down a vehicle factory. That'll get us tanks, artillery, pretty much those 2 units. We could start going for lashers, the missile trucks. I think they're called lashers. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, the missile trucks, which I very much enjoy. Yeah, let's switch over to my perspective. I'm actually running into some energy problems here, mostly because I put up this radar tower. I'm the only one who's put up a radar tower here. It feels important to me. Honestly, if I continue to play this frontline position, I'm probably going to put down a few extra wind turbines, then put down the radar out front, because I know that my allies are relying on me to get that radar out. That way we can detect if anything's coming in, and I don't want it to hamstring me because I have low energy. All right, we got our grunt out. We're going to see if we can't find some metal extractors out here. And he's also a good scout. You never know what we're going to find. Just wandered into the darkness, and unfortunately we run into 4 opposing grunts, 5 grunts actually. I'm going to ping that 5 grunts this early on. That's a force to be reckoned with. Going to let my allies know that we might see some aggression, and that means I'm going to get my metal extractor down, but I really need to get some laser turrets down. Preferably 1 here, maybe 1 here. Okay, yeah, we're just going to go right in the center. Unfortunately, Twisted Karma is getting attacked by ticks. These 3 ticks have made their way into his base and are just tearing apart his metal extractors. He's going to try and reclaim them with his engineer, but it's not working out. Fortunately, he gets a blitz tank out. He'll shred them. This is the issue when you bring your commander away from your starting base. Losing all this metal extraction. Ugh, that's painful. And if he was over here, he could have actually dealt with those units. Don't send your commander away, at least in the early game. Ooh, looks like some ticks from Legion, our French ally, Legion 62. These ticks are doing good work. Looks like they already took out a metal extractor, and he is looking for more out here. Yep, he wants this one as well. Might be able to get it. He's going to have to double back. There we go. Some duking out on the left side, but nothing too crazy. The real issue is units continue to slip past on this right side. Artificial Banana hasn't quite closed up the gap here just yet. He's kind of decided to go a little to the left. And sadly, these grunts are going to make their way, yep, once again into Twisted Karma's base. And if his commander had just been over here, could have dealt with all of these units. Unfortunately, he's also not controlling these blitz tanks. He's going to lose his vehicle plant. Painful. Ouch. That's bad. Up here, I'm pretty happy with how I've been battling it out with the opposing commander. In fact, yeah, this is actually the start of our engagement. I'm going to de-gun away the laser tower. And now I want to get rid of the radar, but I don't think I can quite do it. I'm going to back away. He's putting a laser tower right there. I'd love to, yeah, get one right there, but unfortunately my commander was standing on top of the placement. Could just tank those shots, but I think I'm going to back away and then try to finish this. The idea is that you build the guard or the laser tower behind your commander, so that way when the enemy commander comes up to try and de-gun it, it just reflects off of your commander. Commanders cannot be de-gunned. They have a shield. De-guns don't affect them. We're carrying a lot of metal. We're probably going to overflow. I think that's some commanders suiciding on the front or on the back lines. That might have been a opposing commander. Oh, wow. These ticks have done really well getting into the back lines like that. Yeah, just one tick, well microed, can take down a lot. Wow, look at that. This tick is a champion. Look at him go. He's still taking out metal extractors. 2 gold stars on this guy. Yeah, go for this one. Go for this. No, he's just going to knock out these wind turbines. Very nice. Wow, Legion, way to go. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to bring my grunts forward, and we're finding victories out here too. Yeah, we should take out this metal extractor if we can. We'll take out this metal extractor. Looks like we found radar, another metal extractor. This is great. So while we are finding wins up here, metal extractors left and right that our grunts can chew up, and we have secured the 3.2 metal extractor. Sadly, our opponent did get one up as well, but that's a lot of enemy turrets. Looks like Artificial Banana's doing the right thing and just kind of poking with his maces, these light plasma bots for the Armada. Sorry, as I was saying, while we did get some wins on the back line here, destroying all these metal extractors, our ally Twisted Karma is very behind because of that early harassment. Hopefully he can recover quickly. He certainly has the energy to do so, building a lot of these wind turbines. Looking at the front line, Duke Nukem going with a static defense, lots of laser turrets and lots of tanks. Hesketh going with a more wall approach, backed up by an agitator. He really needs to take this 3.2 metal extractor. There's no reason to not have it. Myself going with kind of a thin line. Fortunately, we are being supported by Artificial Banana. Oh, so many pings. I think they are annoyed with all of my units leaking into the back line, so they are going to try and put a stop to it. A play from Duke Nukem. He's trying to go forward, but there are way too many maces here. They're probably going to clean up these tanks. Although they move pretty quick. If just a few of them make it through, they can deal good damage. Nah, I don't think they're really going to be effective. Yeah. Over here, I'm sending my commander out, D-gun 2 of the tanks, but now I have to retreat. All these grunts are swarming me. If I can get some good D-guns here. Little scary. Commander really hurt. 8% health, but we managed to make it out, and it was a good trade. Really liked that. And hopefully we can use our grave robbers, our little res bots, to reclaim all of this metal. And they lost a lot of their forces, so I'm thinking a counterattack. We're going to come forward. Lots of scout planes coming out. That's concerning. Someone's likely trying to do a bombing run against us. That or it could be nukes, but seems a little early. We'll see. Deus Lofty taking a lot of damage from these maces. Think he might lose his commander here. These maces do a lot of damage. Yeah, it's hard to tell how much damage they're doing. Oh, here comes a big bombing run. Meanwhile, my units are streaming into the backlines. We're trying to... Yep, we've even got units all the way up here. We're just trying to find wins. The bombers, however, bombing all of these wind turbines to death. Ouch. Looks like we're finding some success up here, but here comes some of Centurions. Wow, look at the bombing runs here. All the wind turbines going down. These players on the backline are scrambling to get their anti-air up. You can see, yeah, Carlos, Legion, Kansix trying to get his up. Oh, is going to lose his construction turrets. Ouch. Finally, enough of these anti-air turrets are coming up. You can see he was actually going air. Oh, finally. The bombing attack is over. Front lines continue to stay as they are. Lupus Star quitting, likely because of all the leaks that had been occurring over here on the center left. With that, Artificial Banana and I are going to move in. We're seeing a lot of weakness here. We're going to try and take advantage of it. Over here, things are a bit of a stalemate. Good to see Hesketh with this kind of blocked off, and it doesn't look like the 3.2 is taken just yet, although he has a lot of untaken metal extractors back here. It looks like 3. Me, I could go for these 3 right here. It's a shame Duke Nukem hasn't gone for this 3.2. That's a really important metal extractor. Oh, this is a problem. Fiends. These early T2 unit that the Cortex can produce. These just shred clumped units. They're very good against T1. You can see their flamethrower attack. They're good at both taking care of T1 spam, and they're really good at destroying buildings just because of that AoE attack. Great for clearing out clusters of wind turbines or clearing out big swarms of ticks, or like rovers or grunts. But these tanks were way too strong. Too much health, too much tankiness to them, and now they're just breaking through to the back line. In fact, 2 of my tanks even survived. We're finding a few kills back here. Yeah, it only takes 2 tank shots to destroy a metal extractor, and this is looking really good. These tanks are just shredding these buildings, and if they can destroy some of these advanced solar collectors, that's great. Lots of resources tied up in these buildings. Yeah, they're doing great damage here. We are seeing some air coming from Nathan Piggy. These gunships are doing a good job taking out the stouts, but these stouts are just getting tickled by these units. It's just light tanks, light gunships. They just don't have the firepower to really take out these tanks quickly. So the tanks are continuing to get shots. If they can hit this, oh, the chain reaction. So satisfying. Slayer trying to take care of these with his commander. Oh, but he's clogged in here. He doesn't really know what's happening. There we go. Oh, sorry for the volume there. Lots of duking it out over here. It looks like a good chunk of the static defenses from Red were just destroyed by these plasma bots. These are doing a really good job taking out the static defenses. Heavy plasma bots, my thugs, they do a great job against them as well. Oh, sorry, light plasma bots. And we are trying to suck up any metal that might be out there on the battlefield. We are getting gravediggers out. There's the vehicle plant that I mentioned. It's pushing out some brutes and wolverines, the tanks and artillery. And here come those fiends again. But these static defenses, these light laser turrets, they're doing a pretty good job, actually. Unfortunately, we have some firepower over here in the form of our thugs. So at least we're taking care of these, and I'm glad to see an Overwatch from Artificial Banana. He's really been reinforcing this area. Oh, but look at this. Some spider bots up on the cliffs using their rockets to destroy all of these structures. This is a big problem. Yeah, the lightning turret is good, but we're going to need a more permanent solution over here. I'm breaking through once again with my units. We want to just destroy metal extractors, and I'm glad to see we've got some anti-air hanging out here. We're actually taking shots at all of those gunships that are flying overhead, and I really like what we're seeing here. So many dead metal extractors back here, and we have radar detection probably up to here. You can see the kind of green line there. We're not seeing any structures over here, and from my recent scouting, haven't really seen much over here either. Meanwhile, on our side, we've secured pretty much up to this line. So I'm liking the progress we've made. You can see it looks like we've gone a little past the halfway point. It's not much, but it is an advantage. And we have made it to Tier 2. I'm going to bring the volume down a little. We have gone to Tier 2. We got our advanced bot lab, and our advanced construction bot is just upgrading all of our metal extractors. And we're going with our classic play of producing Sheldons and occasionally Commandos. Let's check the back line really quick here. Good, an anti-nuke is already up. We've got 2 fusion reactors already for Legion. That's great. Kansik is getting up an advanced fusion. Carlos Spicy Wiener, not really looking at any fusions, but does have a lot of advanced solar collectors, lots of energy converters, could probably put down a fusion soon. Twisted Karma back here, who had such a rough early game, is finally getting up a cloakable fusion reactor. Definitely gonna be behind. And look at that, those little spider bots have gone up onto this cliffside, but at least we're aware of it. At least someone's pinging it out. So I'm coming forward with my Sheldons. You can see we're kind of setting up a line here. And I like seeing these grave robbers grabbing up metal. Looks like EMP bombers are bombing the little spider bots here. That'll at least keep them in place until maybe an artillery unit can come out and just bomb up there, destroy them all. That or maybe some light gunships would be nice. Artillery from Carlos working on these static defenses, but look at this. Lots of cannon fire coming from darkness. That's a problem. Our radar is not detecting anything, so something is cloaked right here. It looks like a lot of mortar fire. And that's punishing. Yeah, I'm pinging it. I'm saying, like, something's coming here. And I'm losing everything here. This is really bad. This is some T2 army. Yeah, we get a little glimpse of it there. It looks like it's Sheldons. We need vision to know what is going on, and this is where the commando bots shine, because they can build scouts. We can build these finches. So you can see I'm going to put one down. Yeah, I'm losing all this. That's fine. But as long as we get a solution, we're happy. So we're just going to put a little scout plane on patrol, and now we have vision of it. It's just a bunch of Sheldons supported by a radar bot and a jammer bot. Now we're not so scared. Now we can come forward and actually engage with these And we're going to target down specifically their radar bot. Yeah, if we can target the radar bot down, yeah, there we go. Now we're not so scared. And our Sheldons are going to outperform our opponent's Sheldons. Sheldons firing with just radar, not very accurate. You have to get these buildings called pinpointers that'll really help them increase their accuracy when firing at units that are just visible on radar. But if you have vision, like direct vision of enemy units, Sheldons are very accurate. We saw some sniper bots here, very intimidating. They are glass cannons. They can put out huge amounts of damage, but they're very vulnerable. We're hoping that we can get vision of them again with our Finch, this little scout plane. Problem is we're getting a little close to the enemy fighter wall, the patrolling interceptors, the fighter planes that are just patrolling back and forth here. We could maybe be a little more conservative with our Finch, maybe just patrol back here, but I like just occasionally getting a glimpse. All right, things are calming down. Could be time for a nuke. We gotta watch out. We only have the one anti-nuke back here. Fortunately, it's protecting a large chunk of our economy, or our team's economy, I should say. Our one APHIS back here is being protected. Oh, actually, our second APHIS is being protected, so that's good. Though I'm thinking, yeah, I've got an anti-nuke of my own down. I also put a Juno down. I put the Juno down thinking I maybe needed to shoot down some of these. Maybe there was like a cloaking structure back here that we could hit with the Juno. And man, the sniper bots, the Sheldons, I just cannot come forward. I need to back away. And now the Juno will be helpful because we are seeing some tick spam from our opponent. Red, we're going to need to maybe Q. But we're going to probably put Junos down here. We're going to start firing our Juno missiles over here. And Junos will destroy these incredibly light units, these ticks. It'll just chew them up. It leaves like a AoE that stays for a few seconds, and it just consumes any light unit that happens to go through it. I'm also using my Commando to put down a flamethrower turret. Those flamethrower turrets do well against these ticks. The problem is we're suffering some artillery fire from, looks like a cannon back here. We're also seeing some very strong static defenses from red, and what is that, maybe like tan? Yeah, Gonholio, putting down one of those energy turrets. Or what is it, maybe laser turrets? But yeah, these are very strong defensive structures. We cannot come into them with our units. We are seeing Kansik using these EMP bombers to good effect. We're getting good scouting, and we're not really seeing any enemy fighters coming forward to deal with this. If they do, maybe Blue will respond. Kansik is our air player. He's doing a good job. Love all the firing going on here. Yeah, finding the cloakers. Those cloaking devices, we really gotta knock those out. Here we go. I'm coming forward with my Sheldons, but it's too scary. Instead, it looks like my allies over here. Carlos is coming forward with these Tiger tanks, trying to take out the sniper bots. They're all back here. He needs to push forward and get to them, but this laser turret is shredding his units. I'm spotting all of the sniper bots here. Artificial Banana actually pinged it out, saying, hey, this is where the sniper bots are. So we're going to rush them with our Sheldons, and look at that. It looks like Gonholio forgot about them. Look how quickly these units go down to our Sheldons. Just a few mortar shots, and they're dead. Yeah, we'll even take out the radar bots, and now we'll just back away. That was a huge win there. Those sniper bots are expensive. And there's the Junos firing off, shredding all those ticks. Finally, our backline is contributing. Legion coming forward with Marauders. Legion did all that damage with those ticks early on in the game, and now he's looking to do it with these Marauders. Unfortunately, running into a very strong part of the map. There's so many vehicles, bots hanging out here. The Marauders did what they could, but that's a tough spot. And I'm just not feeling very effective on the front lines here. The Sheldons are doing all right, and we're trying to gather up whatever metal we can, but we need to eco. So we're setting up our eco build over here. We've got all of these construction turrets, and we're going to put down our APHIS. Yep, maybe a fusion reactor over here. And we'll maybe turn off one or two of our factories. Yeah, it looks like we actually reclaimed our vehicle factory. And we're just going to play really light here. Hope that our opponents are scared to come forward. And we can gather good information. We could get up more finches using our commando bots. We can also use them to just reclaim. Yeah, you can see we're picking up a lot of metal off of the front lines. Because there was a big fight over here. And there are some sniper bots over here. I'd love to reclaim these, the ones that we knocked down. Duke Nukem asking for help up front. He's right. There were so many Sheldons over here. And he's run into the issue that I ran into. There are cloaked Sheldons over here, and he just doesn't know what to do. But Carlos is coming in with some tanky units. These Tigers should do well against all of these units. Wow, yeah. They're going to chase away all of these Sheldons. Looking good. Here come more of those Marauders, and we're continuing to Juno up here. Artificial Banana actually built a Juno of his own. Pretty sure. Oh, nope. Building it now. He understands that he needs it. You can see the tanks doing all right, but really it's the commander blowing up here that does a good job. I think that was Duke Nukem right there, losing his commander, but killing off a lot of units. And look at the Marauders. These 3 Marauders have managed to make it into the back lines. And these units have anti-air, they have decent damage. We're really hopeful that these Marauders can get the job done. Unfortunately, some EMP bombers freezing them in their place, and the light gunships are taking care of the rest. Oh, that might have been friendly fire. That's awkward. Here's those sniper bots supported by tick spam. It's an effective strategy. A lot of newer players, less experienced players are gonna get caught by this. The issue is the ticks distract the opposing sniper bots so that they fire, and then while their shot is on cooldown, your sniper bots come forward and pick them off. Fortunately, the Juno that I built and the Juno from Artificial Banana are clearing out the ticks, and we had good vision there. Unfortunately, the opposing fighters come forward, snipe all that down. And we've got a commander here, so much reclaim value. I wonder who is going to grab it. Let's try and keep our eye on both of these spots to see who can get their bots forward. Oh, but look, Marauders making it into the back line, and I don't see any opposing units here. I think everything kind of ran to the left side to kill off the 3 Marauders that went that way, and there was no defense left behind. Look at this. If they can get... Oh, there's more APHISes back here. There's so many APHISes. Yes! That was huge. If this Marauder can get some more work done... Nope. Just gets reclaimed. That was enormous. What a win there. That may have won us the game right then and there. Our economy continues to grow. They just lost 6 advanced fusion reactors. We've got 3, 2, 6 total, 7, and I'm working on one of my own. Yeah, once this fusion reactor comes up, I'm really going to start to accelerate. Yeah, looking good. And the only thing we're producing are those Sheldons and some grunts. So I'm hoping that my economy has the room to grow. And yeah, these sniper bots are doing good coverage, though they're not very effective against the ticks. Like I said, we need to keep Junoing back here and maybe figure out where these ticks are originating from. If they're coming from red, they could be coming from back here. Look at all these Marauders. They are just going to slice right through and take out these two opponents if they don't respond. These T1 units are not going to do it. Here come a bunch of fiends. Fortunately, Artificial Banana has sniper bots over here. They can snipe them. But we have to watch out. They could do good damage and take out my commander as well. The Sheldons are not too effective against them, and there's not any static defenses here. Oh, good D-gun. Keep backing up. There's more coming. And they're out of range of the sniper bots. One more D-gun, maybe? Very good. And now we'll just retreat to the back line. My commander's been doing really well this game. Getting a lot of good kills. Yeah, the Marauders, they're doing their job. Yep. Legion just has so much economy back here, and he's just making these really basic T3 bots that are so strong. Yeah, cleaning up. Look at how many are waiting in the wings. Yeah, we're seeing some people bow out. We'll speed things up a little bit. This is looking like a kind of game-ending Marauder push. 2 players effectively killed. 3 if you think about that earlier kill. There's not much economy left. It's really on our team to continue to build up our economy and not throw away units, which unfortunately is what's going to happen here. Carlos is just chucking these czars on the front line, and the sniper bots are cleaning them up. It's just kind of a medal donation, unfortunately. But our air player, Kansik, is coming forward. He knows there's not really anything to oppose him back here except static defenses. So he's just going to park his planes on top of opposing armies and try to avoid coming into this sort of corner of the map. Yeah, there's some big anti-air guns over there. Oh, nice. Welders on the front line for Artificial Banana. Artificial Banana's been playing this really well and slowly teching up as well, getting the advanced fusion reactors out. I'm doing the same over here. Looks like I've already got 2. Duke Nukem's doing the same. Hesketh, the newer player who was struggling earlier, wow, actually has 2 fusion reactors already up, the advanced fusions. That's great. Slowly pushing forward. We're going to stop making our tier 1 units. We'll probably, we're figuring out where the ticks are coming from. We're getting some advanced radar up. We're able to see where those fast moving ticks are spawning from. And we're just launching Junos over here. You can see they just run into the cloud and die. That's why Junos are so effective versus ticks. Shiva's coming forward. Don't want to lose my commander, so I cloak and hide behind this mountain. Fortunately, the sniper bots are here. They're taking out the Shivas. We have good vision of them. These perimeter cameras are up, and we do have radar as well. Anything to provide vision for these sniper bots is important. Could make more of those Finches, but there are some really nasty anti-air turrets back here. You can see Kansik wants to push the issue, coming forward, bombing as much as he can, but you can see the anti-air is just shredding any flying units. And now we're gathering up all these resources on the front lines. Yeah, there's so much out here. So much wreckage. And now we just need to start producing stronger units. Well, with our economy finally getting into a higher gear, we're going to start producing mammoths, these really slow walking bots that do an insane amount of damage. And we'll keep Junoing. I'm going to send some metal over to Legion. He can at least put it to use. I just don't really have the production capabilities, unfortunately. Overall, I thought the game was great. The early raids from both teams were exciting. Seeing Twisted Karma suffer so much early on is a painful reminder to keep your commander at least near your base, just to deal with those raids, at least in the beginning. And we saw some very interesting Tech 2 plays. The stealthed Sheldons from my opponent did very well, especially when they're backed up by sniper bots. But with the right scouting, like Finches, perimeter cameras, good radar, you can deal with them. And of course, don't forget to back off the front line if you feel like you are just throwing your units away or going up against something that is just impossibly difficult. We did that, and it's allowed us to get up this chunk of economy feeling really good. We can now start producing Shivas. Just taking that moment, that little pause, that breath to back off, build up, let your allies do the work for you. I think that's very important. Also, it highlights just how good Marauders are. Marauders, they just move so quickly, they can just tear into the backlines and destroy whatever they need. The moment this economy just exploded, the game felt over. And then when the follow-up, the second punch from the Marauders coming through up here, that just sealed the deal. And of course, good fundamentals. Ooh, that's another base going. Good fundamentals on our team. Good to see some anti-air, although that early bombing run from our opponents did put us behind. But I like to see all the anti-nukes. I like seeing all the radar. I like seeing so many players going for economy. Hesketh is up to 2 advanced fusions. We've got a bunch over here for Duke Nukem. And Kansik is so far and away an eco player, just looking great. Yeah, even Twisted Karma with that rough beginning all the way up to 3 advanced fusion reactors. So overall, loved seeing it. The whole team did quite well. I'll give props to Kansik and Artificial Banana for making really good technical decisions. Legion, I'll give him props too, just for making the decision to send in Marauders, although I don't know if that's a really advanced play. I'll just say it's a good one, and it's hard to beat. But yeah, overall, good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you learned a few things. I'll say that these Commando bots were very helpful. Getting those Finches out to give us scouting, really cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the match, and I will catch you for the next one. See ya.